Hi everyone, this is Bewitched playing 60 Seconds. It's a little apocalypse survival game. Got it up on the Google Play Store for $3.99. And I think it's made by the same people who made the one on the computer. I'm not certain. But I played it a little bit just to see how the controls work and everything. And we'll start a new game. Classic. Atomic Drill's the tutorial, so we'll try Apocalypse. The full atomic experience. Scavenge around your house for supplies and then survive the post-apocalypse in your fallout shelter. Normal is called Fat Man. Hey now. So, bombas! If I even said that right. It's hard. Little boy, easy. That sounds about right for me. Exploration time 20 seconds. Scavenge time 60 seconds. Stock shelter prepper style. Pack suitcase. Holiday luggage. Health issue rare. Fragile equipment sturdy. Unwanted visitors few. Trouble sometimes. And you can change between the parents, but I'll stick with the original. Let's go! The longest I've stayed alive is 30 days. Alright, got 20 seconds to look around. Oh god. Ah! Get through the door. Okay, both kids are in there with some food. Water. Oh, okay, food there. Where's the wife? Okay, there's the wife and... Oh, first aid kit. Where's the radio? Where's the radio? Blah, 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 blah. I'm stuck! Ah, no, I'm stuck! Okay, no time. Get the wife. Get that. Go. Go, go, go. Oh, that's the bathroom. Waste time. No, cannot waste time. Alright, get the kids. I mean, I don't really... Oh, God. Ah! Why? I changed the sensitivity to hopefully fix this. Oh, no, I can't carry him. Timmy, I might not get to you, man. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Pick up the water. It's fine. We'll make it. Ah! No, Timmy, I'm sorry. I can't get you. I gotta get food. No! Oh no! Go! Go! Throw that thing in there. Okay, got time for the kitchen. Water. Soup. Get the soup. Okay. Ah! Oh no, I'm stuck. Go! Why are you not going? Oh. I've never had this happen, but I got into the area just in time. Oh god, why did I keep getting stuck? Oh, that's intense. Oh, man. This is not good. Maybe I'll get some of my good stuff. Day 1. 216. Okay. Didn't get Timmy. Day 1. Oh, we got to the shelter just in time. Good thing Mary Jane didn't bring her tuba. The fan noise here is bad enough. Wait a second. Where's Timmy? Okay, so that seems like Timmy was... very important. Oh no. We vaguely remember stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for the upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work in your favor. Alright, so I got a gun, a map, and a flashlight. Oh good. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, sleep on cans. We'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. But it seems like it'd be uncomfortable to lay on cans. Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. Alright, so we got plenty of food. Only got 4 bottles of water. I'm not gonna feed them today. No, they can wait. We just got in here. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride. Even if the whole place turned into Adamville. Alright. So I didn't get Timmy. We're low on water. And I didn't get a gas mask. This is going to be troublesome. Day 2. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new to Mary Jane today. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. Alright, so you guys are still doing good, so we're just gonna mosey on. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk for our health right now. Alright, so we're not gonna go out. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this problem as soon as possible, otherwise we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucer men from Mars. I think you're just being delirious. Just get some sleep. Sleep is not a major issue for a medical kit, okay? One-use deal, I think. I'm not risking it. Day 3. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. There are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Alright, water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Mary Jane is really tired. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Dolores is really tired. Ted is really thirsty. Alright, so you guys are going to get water. Alright. Contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. No, we're not going to go out there. Whoever designed this fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if that green stuff dripping from the pipe is an included feature. We should probably try doing something about it with whatever we brought down here. Unfortunately, I brought none of those things down here, which I really tried to look for that gas mask and radio. I know those are the 2 important things you need in this game. They're like must-haves. I kept being stuck on things, and it's very intense. Day 4. We couldn't figure it out, so we just assumed that what a regular pipe would do in the event of a nuclear apocalypse and decided to ignore it. We've been feeling a bit funny today, though. Probably no connection to the pipe, none whatsoever. Mary Jane has rested. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Alright, so nothing for you guys. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk for our health right now. We're locked up and it's easy to grow tired of this situation. Dolores has been looking rather down for a while now. She even refuses to eat soup. How crazy is that? It's hard to say if we can help her, but trying to cheer her up might be worth a shot. And again, I have neither of those things. Wow, this is not going to be a good playthrough. At least I got plenty of food. But you need more water because they can go for a while without food. Water is what you definitely need. Times are hard and there is little we can do to keep everyone's morals up. Let's save our energy for later. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling this situation. She looks fine today. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. No new problems are troubling Ted this fine morning. Alright, well, you guys are doing fine, so we're going to ration out things. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. No, we're not gonna. Either we're going crazy or this entire shelter is crawling with these little insects, or worse. It's worse! They're spiders. And not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. We got to do something about... Oh, whoa. Okay, so I have the medical kit, but I know that I think... Like, I don't, like, there won't be anything in there. Like, are they just going to use the box and, like, break it? They'll be fine, they'll be fine. They're just spiders. Like, big spiders. It's okay. Oh, man, we're looking ruggedy. Oh, no, wait. We decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Mary Jane's really tired. Dolores will not last long without water. All Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Okay. So all of y'all are getting water again. Oh, you guys are hanging in there with no food. Contamination is still strong, and everybody's marked out, so can't do any investigations outside. Hear that? No, because no one is talking. Not a word in hours. None at all. We can't just stare at the walls. We need to do something about this. And again, I didn't have the radio. I'm not very good, apparently. Well, I also got stuck on a lot of things. I think messing with my sensitivity to help me go faster just really messed it up. So I'll probably fix that after this. Hopefully redeem myself. There's nothing here. Maybe if we try really hard, we can hear the neighbors in their shelter. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her paths. Dolores has not eaten in a while. Ted is hungry. Okay, so Ted and Dolores are getting food. Mary Jane, if you're hungry, you gotta speak up, girl. Alright, it looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Well, everybody's marked out still, so let's continue on. 1 minute it was all fine, and the next we were at each other's throats. How did this happen? This is insane! We need to get a grip on ourselves if we are going to survive this. Let's just sleep on it. Yeah, that'd be wise. I think this is also kind of based in like the 1960s, like during the Cold War. And oh god, what is that noise? Is that like a pig? We could barely sleep after all that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Everything seems fine with Dolores. Ted is fine. Alright, so Mary Jane, you're getting food today. Looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. And everybody's still marked out. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in this little tiny bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from the radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Well, the only way you're going to know is about going outside, and none of you guys are able to go outside since I don't have the radio. I'm a bad prepper. Apparently, I would just easily die on my own because I can't prep well. Day 9. If there's one thing we need to do, is to use a radio on a regular basis to catch an emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Water for Dolores. And water for Ted. Oh man. Can you guys get more hungry than thirsty? 'Cause I'm gonna have to force you guys to go outside eventually. And I assume that y'all are gonna be hungry next time if I don't feed you now, so we'll do both today. Contamination is so strong. All of you guys are marked out. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing. When we were about to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness, and a pair of ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We only had a moment to decide what to do. The gun. Use the gun. Day 10. A quick shot with the rifle was more than enough to scare away, or maybe bring down, whatever creature stalked us in the darkness. We never saw it again. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Everything seems okay with Dolores. No new problems with Ted. Alright, you guys are okay. Still irradiated, and still nobody can... Man... Y'all get better soon, so that way I can take y'all out there. Being safe down here is much better than being pulverized out there, but that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we could take a walk soon. The neighborhood is probably much more peaceful since the bombing. Excuse me if my voice keeps cracking and croaking. I'm not feeling too well today. little stuffy with allergies. Oh, I should have probably taken a nap. Mary Jane says she's fine, doesn't need anything. Doris is very unpredictable. Sometimes we're a bit afraid of her. Okay. Hopefully Dolores doesn't, leave. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened it, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one out around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. We should check. Yes. And anything, please. Let there be something good in there, not something dangerous. Oh no, she's sick. It was an innocent looking bottle of water, so we took a sip. We thought we got lucky, but it was all a lie. Either that water was irradiated or it was some kind of biological weapon. It made us feel pretty sick. Everyone has to drink something, including Mary Jane. Caught something nasty. Drink something. Okay. Well, you're sick, and I kind of need you to survive. Both need a drink. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble. It's another thing for the radio. I don't have the radio for you guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Mary Jane is okay now. It's great. If there's one thing we need to do, it's to use the radio on a regular basis. Yeah. Okay, they're both okay now. No, I need to... We were about to finish our dinner, if you can call it that, when we heard someone knock on the door. It seems to be a traitor. I don't have anything for him. Goodbye. You could tell the stranger was disappointed, but that was none of our business. If ever was a time to get used to life being disappointing, the end of the world is probably it. Yeah, no kidding. It's always better when things are calm. Okay, Mary Jane's okay. Dolores is still crazy, but she's okay, it seems like. The sleazy-looking traitor carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulders paid us a visit. He offered a simple one-time deal. For one can, we got plenty of food. There's just two of us right now. So hopefully that bag will have... Oh, it's the cat. It's a cat. I should have thought that one through. As soon as the door closed behind us, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeches, hellish sounds. Terrified, we back up against the wall. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar said Shirkov. Is that its name? Missing one can because I'm stupid. Water for Mary Jane. Dolores is for water. Oh, and Dolores is sane again because there's a kitty cat. Alright. Guys are taking the last of our water. Tom better come back with some water, I swear. Alarm! There's a group of people outside and they don't seem too friendly. We recognize some of them. They used to be in our neighborhood watch. They don't sound too concerned with the well-being of the neighborhood anymore. If they are very serious about... Oh god, I shouldn't have taken the gun. I knew I should have taken the map. Oh, they're gonna kill us. Ooh, day 19. Okay. Oh, did they take most of our food? The invaders burst into our shelter like a violent tidal wave and immediately went for one thing that was one of our greatest values to them. Our canned food stockpile. Yeah, they took 2 cans. Dolores needs to eat. Oh, jeez. So we're about to start our book club discussion on the only book we've all read, the poem book. We were interrupted by a rapid knock on the door. We found it was a group of refugees who survived the blast just like we did. They were doing much worse than us, and I'm sorry, I don't have anything to spare. I'm sorry. Oh, he's back! And he got a radio! And more food, but we needed water. We tell our guests we're not thrilled with our refusal. Their tired eyes alone were enough to understand how much they needed the supplies. They did not beg, but simply turned around and left in an unknown direction. Maybe they'll have more luck elsewhere. Maybe. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface, and he brought the gun back. Going to the supermarket is not as easy as it used to be. Now that raiders have taken over the place and are running plundered operations in the area, it is more difficult than ever. We sensed the numbers left on guard duty were limited, but it seemed possible to sneak around them and retrieve some of their loot. It was worth a shot. Sneaking through the store shelves provided us with a few soup cans. +4, oh wow. We found our way to a better part of the store that had a few working radios standing on the shelves. Yes! And we were in a rush because the raiders could come back any minute. We grabbed a few things at random. One of them turned to be a bug-killing spray. Mary Jane is hungry. Dolores is fine. Ted is hungry. When emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on one of the ruined walls. Someone drew out a route and marked a spot on the end of it. Maybe there are supplies hidden there. You should go check it out. Dolores, you seem like you're strong enough. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Lucky find. We were afraid the map was a trap leading us straight into a camp full of bandits, but it turned out to be true. At the end of the path was found some supplies that might be helpful to us. One can. We need it to be water. Dolores comes back safely from the wasteland. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Dolores is pretty fatigued. Ted is hungry. Where's water when Ted needs it? We're all out. You know what? We're all getting food today. Save the wasteland remains unknown. Yes, let's risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna send Mary Jane because I feel like Ted's gonna die and we need to keep an adult in the room. Sherikov sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happened that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? Yes. Because there could be some supplies. Day 23. We grabbed our new fluffy friend for a little stroll through the waste, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. Oh, snap! It's creepy dudes. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they had been looking for it. Apparently it belongs to their dear old Nan, who loves it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Sherikov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, so maybe it's for the best. Mary Jane should get something to drink. Dolores is quite calm. Ted is hungry. I'm so sorry, I don't have any water. Enough sitting around. Okay, we're going to send Mary Jane, because I gotta keep Dolores. And what we'll do is, we got the radio now, so we'll take the gun again. Day 24. Oh. He is not doing well. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Dolores could drink something. Ted has one foot in the grave. It's soup. There has to be water in soup. That should quench your thirst. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments, and close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting, and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. Yep. Oh, is the cat back? Oh, cat's back, and he's dead. Too many days without water took their toll. Ted died of dehydration. I'm sorry, Ted. I'm such a bad prepper. I didn't mean to kill you. Rest in peace, man. We could barely sleep after all that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. No, it's not going to happen again, Dolores. Don't you worry. To our surprise, we found Sherikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care to appreciate, our kind hearts, optimism, or just our stockpile of soup cans? Only time will tell. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. I'm sorry, Dolores. I don't have anything for you. The ours has been silent for the past few hours, but we need our news, we need our music, we all agree. Yeah. We all agree on that. If it's refusing to cooperate, we need to meddle with it until it works. Oh, did I just break the radio? Yeah, I broke the radio. Well, that didn't go so well, and we all broke the damn thing. Technology changes so fast these days, it's hard to keep up. Who needs a radio anyways? Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Is this the end? Dolores, have soup. It has water in it. After Dolores returned from that expedition, she was complaining of a minor foot injury. It might have been her right foot or maybe her left foot, one of them anyways. It seems irrelevant at the time. But now both of her feet are swollen. We need to do something about it. Unfortunately, we don't have anything. The end. Yep, Dolores died. Look at the cat, just all chilling. We didn't do anything about the infected wound. After all, our ancestors could survive without all of that fancy medicine. Why should we listen to the doctors? Dolores is looking more sickly, though. Mary Jane was supposed to be back in a few days. It's been too long. We fear something bad has happened to her. If only we had a few drops of water, we could have avoided what happened. Dolores died of dehydration last night. We didn't make it. These are our final words, and our advice to anyone who reads this is obscured writing. Held out for 27 days. Alright, we're going to give it another shot. In front of the bathroom. Oh god. Okay. There's Mary Jane. Anything in the bathroom? No. I mean, it's medkit, yeah. Okay. Alright. Then I go ahead and grab her. Wife! Timmy! Oh, food and gas mask. Yes! Ah! Chair, get out of the way. Alright, into the kitchen. Food. Water. Come on, get the water. Good. Oh, radio. Get it. It's important. Oh, yes! We'll grab the suitcase. Okay, can't grab. Ah, get off. Ah, I'm stuck. Okay. Grab. Gimme. I can grab that last water. Go! Yes! Made it just in time! I don't think I got a whole lot of water. Hopefully that suitcase had something in it, because I know the suitcase will have stuff in it. Day 1. Alright, cool, and we got everybody in. Sweet. Don't have a map. Oh, we got plenty of water. And a gas mask. Alright. Good. And we got the radio. And a gun. Sweet. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the flash. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. Remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Can't remember bringing those supplies down for the shelter, but we're not complaining. So it's okay. We got one extra soup, a gun, and a pesticide. Plenty of water. This is the best stockpile shelter we ever seen. We never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Alright, so I'm getting praised. Good. 5 cans of soup and a lot of water. Oh yeah. We've been busy since we got to the shelter, but there's still much to be done, like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something we want to do when we get out of here. I don't think you're gonna have a shrub. It's gonna be burnt down. Maybe moving away won't be too bad. We can probably make new friends, meet new people. Provided anyone is still alive, that is. Alright, Mary Jane is fine, Timmy's fine, Dolores is fine, and Ted's fine. Cool. Alright, y'all are fine, so we're gonna go another day without eating. As the contaminations of our town is still strong, scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Alright, I don't want to go out too soon, we're still fine. We're a regular family, so we have the occasional argument or two, but it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. No one wants to speak to each other. Let's just hope this won't last too long. And I mean, it's cat. Hear him. Can't come in. Day 3. We stopped arguing, but for how long? Mary Jane could use some water. Oh, poor Timmy wants some apple juice, but he can only get water. Alright, everybody's getting water. Take away a whole bottle. Looks like the area is still irradiated. Alright, we're gonna wait just a little longer. We have plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much to us as Auntie Adna. She lives in the country, so there is a good chance she'll still configure her cow counting machine and not worry about nukes raining down on our hen house. Too bad we don't have a photo of her, or do we? We put some photos into books a while ago after the giant coffee spill incident. Unfortunately, I didn't grab that book. I don't think the book's too important, but it definitely popped up a lot last game. We heard something about supply drops on the radio. This just might be what we need to survive, and it's supposed to happen near our house. Shall we go out there and find it if it really happens? Yeah. Just don't tear up the mask. Please don't tear up the mask. Oh, it tore up the mask. We went to get to the supplies and our gas mask got a bit damaged. Note taken, don't stand under a supply drop crate when it's falling out of the sky. You idiots. Found wasn't exactly huge. The airdrop crate wasn't exactly huge, but it contained a few supplies that would definitely help us. We were especially happy to find some water bottles and food cans. For a minute, we thought it was canned meat. But then we found it was tomato soup. Our theory is that this whole country used to run on tomatoes, and no one suspected a thing. Alright, so we got 2 waters and 2 more cans. Man, we're not gonna run out of food. Everybody is okay. 7 cans of food. And the contaminations of our town is still strong. We're gonna wait. We missed the life we had, the space, the sky, the food, more food. We wish we could go back to a time before this damn bomb dropped. Man, he's really persistent about coming in here. You ain't coming in here, Stripes. Go. Be gone. Day 9. We knew it. The government has not fallen. They're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they will be in touch in a couple of days and told us to await further instructions. Can't leave Timmy without water. Dolores needs some water, and Ted needs some water. Alright. Everybody's getting water. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know. Oh, look at the little turkey. Cute. We played I Spy, and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we are going through, Timmy is very brave. Dolores is in a good mood. Nothing's wrong with Ted. Y'all are fine. We're not gonna. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduced themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? No. Hey, Mary Jane's back. She brought the gun back too. We stayed silent until the group on the other side of the door went away. They didn't show up afterwards, so we figured it was the wise thing to do. Let's just hope they don't come back in greater numbers. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface, and she brought the gun back. Our house is in ruins, and we still haven't paid the mortgage. No need to worry about that now, is there? The last we could do was pick through whatever is left and see if there are any useful items. Maybe one of Timmy's comics books survived. The only recognizable furniture in the kids' room were a burned desk and Mary Jane's bed. There was a hidden stash under the bed. It was full of soup cans. Mary Jane, you want to tell us why you kept soup under your bed? I mean, not judging you, just need to know. Our kitchen is a pile of rubble. It took us weeks to find those lovely chairs that matched the floor tiles. Now they were nowhere to be found. Only a few bottles of water remained scattered in the dirt. Sweet. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane's really tired. Timmy seems okay. Dolores is fine. Ted's not complaining. So, was it? Hold on. Go back. I need to know something. Food for Mary Jane. Okay. Alright, we're doing really good in this one. No, we'll take a break from that. We're doing pretty okay. It's so easy to escalate silly arguments. In close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over it this soon. Man, I can't talk. Day 12. Remember in the last one that we went through. Didn't do so hot, but now we're doing really good in this one. We're done fighting, but for how long? Food, water. Okay. We're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time to take desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins of the local retirement homes. They must have some supplies, and in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of your family is the most important thing in the world, right? Sure. Achievement unlocked. The dark side. We went, got what we needed, and came back. We're sure that group will do just fine. Most probably. Yeah, absolutely. Jane's okay. Timmy needs something to drink. Everything. Okay, so Timmy just needs water. Still highly radioactive. Day 18. Today, the music from the radio stopped abruptly, and instead we got to listen to a transmission from the army. We were almost halfway to the door when they started talking about evacuation, but it turns out there's something we need to do first. All survivors were asked to leave a sign that we are alive somewhere in the area. The exact location was given in geographical coordinates. We need a map to establish where that is. Which I don't have, the one thing I did not grab. That's okay. Hopefully. Day 19. We were sure we could find the location without a map. We were wrong. Hopefully we'll get lucky next time. Everybody's okay. Good. And Everybody's gonna get food again. Alright, gonna send out Ted. And, he's not gonna take anything with him. Day 21. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government emergency announcement service, and guess what? Great news! The file outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. As a report to Timmy, water's the Lord's own. Okay, so water for both of you guys. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride, even if the whole place turns into Adamville. Alright, seems like we're doing pretty good. Starting to get a little low on water. Hopefully Ted will be back with some water. Hopefully the time to leave will come soon. And it looks like everybody is doing okay. So we're just going to continue on. A loud crash, a surprise shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling. Truly a recipe for a good start to the day. As it turns out, Sherikov found a new toy, a bit of inconspicuous wire that it ripped out of the wall. Who knows what the cable's for? But our lights are still on, so it can't be that important, right? Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friend and investigate it? I have to say yes. Hey, Ted's back. Cool. And he got an axe. Nice, man. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. During one of its insane episodes, at around 3 o'clock last night, Sherikov ran face first into the wall, causing a loose brick to fall out. Behind it was a cigar box with some ammunition inside. Thanks whoever left it there. Alright, so we got some ammo for our gun. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. We were happy to find the fire station in our town is at least semi-operational even after the apocalypse. It's not really shocking. Firefighters are the greatest of heroes, right after Marines and ice cream men. The ones with happy tunes in their vans. Although none of their faces looked familiar, we're sure they're the real deal. They had uniforms, helmets, and everything. They even customized their headwear by drawing a lot of menacing skulls on them. How creative! Near the garage, we found a few firefighters shooting off some giant mutant cockroaches with a fire hose. We joined in on the fun and managed to fill some bottles with water in the process. Got 3 waters. Nice! Outside, next to the entrance, we found a mannequin dressed in police uniform nailed to the wall with a fire axe. It must have been an art installment of sorts, and we were sorry to ruin it, but we really needed that axe. Mary Jane is fine, doesn't need anything. Tim's wanting water. Dolores is okay. Ted's hungry. Some water for Timmy. Food for Ted. Seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe. Maybe it's not. We won't know until we go out there. Nah, we're okay. The agents who were spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Well, as long as they don't do anything bad. They briefly waved some sort of ID card in front of our faces and told us they're on top secret missions. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us in their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top secret missions. They assured us that they'd contact us again with more detail. Mary Jane needs water. Dolores needs water. Ted needs food. Sure, we'll send Timmy since he's been eaten. What's that sound? Oh no, something or someone is below us. It's only reasonable to go and check it out. How about using that manhole in the corner? Sure. Oh. Oh no. What the heck? We barely made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile, or an alligator, or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Is anyone hurt? Water's what Mary Jane needs. Timmy's okay. Dolores needs water. I don't have a med kit, so let's just... Who needs what again? I forgot. Okay, water for Dolores, water for Mary Jane. Water. Ted, I'm sorry I don't have a med kit, but Timmy's about to go outside. Timmy! We'll take the axe. I'll keep the gun. Unless that was the bad option. I like how the cats are like in a different spot like each day. Mary Jane is pretty fatigued. Oh god, that Morse code, can it stop? Mary Jane is pretty fatigued. Timmy went outside to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Dolores is tired. Ted is thirsty. Alright, there we go. We were able to receive another message from the government. The military is preparing a rescue mission. They want all survivors to head to a specific location in the area, then leave a sign that someone is still alive and kicking nearby. The problem is, they provide us with great geographical coordinates, but we need a map to find out where we're supposed to be headed. Otherwise, it's just complete gobbledygook. Well, you've lived in this town for so long. Oh, like, no, geographical coordinates, that's not like landmarks. We were sure we could find the location without a map. We were wrong. Hopefully we'll get lucky next time. Impressive how well Mary Jane's handling it. Everybody's okay. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We were pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static, a scream, we could hear a voice speaking in foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it. But what about the children? It'll be fine. The government people, they'll be back and asking questions, and we can give them this. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turns out it was Canadians, which isn't that much better. Either way, they're foreigners, and we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Can we spare some water for Mary Jane? Water for Dolores. Ted is fine. These guys are all on weird cycles, and I don't like it. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called the Astro City. But we refused. Now he just wants supplies, and he says he'll reveal... No, sir. Get out of here. Alright, day 31. Oh, and look who's back. Timmy's back, but he's not looking so hot. As a rule, we don't trust door-to-door salesmen, especially ones who attempt treason. We told him to go back to whatever planet he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling something about how our souls are going to be devoured by alien lord Yontar. Is that a play on Scientology? You sneakies. Poor guy, he seemed very confused. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. And still brought the axe back. We believe that our expedition to the wasteland must have been followed by strangers. We should be more cautious next time. The nearby docks house some fancy-looking boats. One of them managed to survive the tidal wave caused by the atomic blast. Well, kind of. It landed on our neighbor's house. It looked worth checking out. We found a few soup cans in the yacht's cargo hold. It seemed rich people like soup too. Soup is great. We love soup. Got 1 can. Since the ocean is pretty salty, keeping a supply of drinkable water on board was a pretty reasonable precaution to take. Now it's reasonable for us to take it all with us. Alright, got 2 waters. Excellent. Alright, Mary Jane could eat. Timmy could eat. And Ted could drink. Kids eat. He drinks. Dolores, you're okay. You've been doing good this time. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our next top-secret mission that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition, write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right? Alright, Dolores, your turn to go outside. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that we would be back with more information soon. Timmy's hungry. Ted is hungry. Timmy and Ted. Dolores is back. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutants. Guess we're still top of the food chain. Good for us. The recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs, all of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seemed to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to be an excellent bathroom. Maybe even a hot tub. Mary Jane's fine. Timmy's fine. Dolores needs to eat. Ted's thirsty. Alright. Have Mary Jane go out this time. When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices come from outside. We decided to open up. It turned out to be voices belonging to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have branched out and now they offer other items too. Smart girls. No, I'm not trading. Although the girls are very brave to walk around the wasteland like that, sadly they didn't have anything of interest to us, so we declined their offer. They wished us a nice day and left. Mary Jane, she's gonna take the axe. Oh no, I skipped it. There we go. Uh-oh, Ted's sick. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Timmy wants water. Dolores wants water. Ted's got sick. Give him food today. Hopefully that'll make him feel better. We're a regular family, so we have the occasional argument. We were day 38. We were able to receive another message from the government. The military is preparing a rescue mission. They want all survivors to head to a specific location in the area. Then leave a sign that someone is alive and kicking nearby. The problem is, they've provided us with coordinates. Ugh! Again! Oh no! Mary Jane, please come back with a map. Day 39. Oof. Oh man, they're sick. Not good at all. We were sure we could find the location without a map. We were wrong. Hopefully we'll get it next time. Alright, they're all gonna get water. All water, okay. Clearly we're trustworthy after our last successful mission, as the agents came back with another request. We are to generously provide either a couple of soup cans or some water bottles for our agent in the field. They'll take care of the delivery. In return, we'll be given an encouraging pat on the back and a promise of a better future and safe government shelter. Okay. Starting to feel like they're just using us. Last minute in 40 days. Woo! Oh yeah. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they would be back with more important information. Timmy is still quite sickly. Dolores has no color left on her face. Her injuries need fixing. Oh no, they might die. Maybe if I feed them all, they'll be okay. We could really use some more supplies. We counted all of them today, and the numbers did not make us happy. Time to do something about it. We know that a teacher from the local school managed to rescue a bunch of kids and lead them to a nearby building where they're relatively safe, and we could really use whatever they have. We could really use it, right? Yes. Day 41. Oh, Mary Jane's back. And no map. We had to do this for his family. We had to be done. We really don't want to mention it again. How about we talk about something else? Soup, perhaps? Okay, we've got 4 waters. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter. A little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. On the edge of town, there used to be a big parking lot. Now it's more like a junkyard. Most vehicles are completely wrecked or burned down. We figured it was still worth checking out. Under the burnt remains of a picnic table, we found some bottled waters. These bottles were not in the best state, but their contents looked perfectly drinkable. Got 2 waters. Sweet. It seems like the bomb interrupted someone's picnic. Thankfully, they were big fans of tomato soup, and the indestructible cans were scattered all around the parking lot. 2 cans. Nice. In one of the trunks, we found a leather suitcase, almost untouched. We're a bit disappointed there was nothing inside, but the suitcase alone will do just fine. Mary Jane could use food, and she's sick. Oh man. No medical kit either. Alright. No, can't go out. We're all sick. Life in the shelter can really put a strain on personal relationships. Privacy is a forgotten, impossible concept now, so even if you wanted to clear the air, well, even that, most private conversations are guaranteed an unwanted audience. Dolores and Ted could really use a quiet moment to talk in peace. How about a picnic in a nearby park? Sure, what could go wrong? Day 42. Ooh, they're all sick. We really could use the map. Nothing like a romantic outing to a ruined post-apocalyptic park, complete with giggling and whispering sweet nothings over a shared can of tomato soup. At least that's how Ted remembers it. Dolores is unwilling to comment, but they both feel better today. So clearly whatever happened has lifted their spirits. Oh yeah, the adult things. They happen. Mary Jane is hungry, Timmy's pale, Dolores has no color, Ted is getting worse. Alright. Maybe eating big full meals will do it. Oh, what's that say? Judging by the sound of gunfire and screams, it seems like a band of thugs has taken control of the area. Going out could be very risky. Yeah, I agree. It's tough surviving in these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon, or else we might end up dead in a wasteland ditch. That's not something we are looking forward to. No, I say it's not what you want. Day 43. Oh man, they all look real terrible. Being stuck in such a tiny shelter would make anyone go apathetic. We need to stay calm and await the rescue. Surely they're coming for us, right? Mary Jane's hungry. Alright, oof. After Dolores returned from that last expedition, she was complaining of a minor foot injury. It might have been her ride. Okay, well, we're just gonna chop it off. Day 44. Oh, she's looking better. If there was one thing we could never consider, it would be cutting off any part of Dolores with an axe. Not only would she object to this, she would probably take matters and the axe into her own hands. It was in our best interest to avoid such a situation. We did use the heated axe blade to clean her wounds, and the infection seems to be fading away. The operation wasn't pretty, though, and we damaged our axe. Well, we still got the gun. If we don't cure Mary Jane soon, who knows what will happen? No good news. Alright, I don't know how long we're gonna last. They're all getting sick and very badly sick. Knock knock. The sounds always surprise and confuses us. It could mean anything good or bad. If we're always curious, we should open the door. Wait, is it 2 knocks? I remember in the tutorial had the general was like, yeah, 2 knocks. It says knock knock there, so why not? The end. Achievement unlocked. Men in Black. Whoa! The end. We were taken out of our home in the dark of night and hastily transported to what the agents called a presidential bunker. It's amazing! Sure, the walls are similar shades of gray, but now we have a whopping 20 square feet more to walk around while we die of boredom. The extra bucket and newspaper supplies is nothing to sneeze at either. All in all, it's definitely an upgrade. Life here will surely be worth all the trouble we went through. Finally, we can sit, relax, and let somebody else empty the bucket for a change. We held out for 45 days. Alright. Nice. Can't believe it. We held out. And we won. We made it. We lived. Ah, so proud. 45 days. Woo! Did good. You survived. Survived days 45. Water consumed 13 point. Hey, I was reading that. Alright. I'm gonna leave it here. That was cool and all. I love this game. I don't know if it's for Apple, but I know for Androids. In the Google Play Store, it's $3.99 if you guys want this game. Go check it out if you want. I really like games like this. They're like simple and small. And I just love anything post-apocalyptic anyways. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And if there's any other games you want me to play, leave a comment in the comment section. And I have a Twitter page now if you want to follow me on Twitter. I'll leave that in the description below. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.